Hello, everybody. Welcome to Dungeons and D-Pads. I'm Sombre, and I'm here with the Vault King.
Hello, I'm the Vault King.
And as you can see, I'm circling around in circles. I'm going around in circles around the relic stone, cause someone needs to be purified. I'm sorry for the bad singing. Hello, Slugma. Hello, Slugma, my old friend. You're going to... Sorry?
So you can say, shove the slug in the circle within the circle.
Yes. How is this Slugma not incinerating the forest by now? It regains sunny day. It's even burnier than we thought. 31.
And people say I'm obsessed with fire.
I believe we were going to call this Slugma Dip, weren't we?
Yep.
As in salsa dip.
Yep.
You are Dip. And no, he's not a dip. He's not a dip as in a dip stick or a dip crap or S word or I'm just trying not to get us demonetized. I mean, then again, would this ever get monetized? I don't know.
His name is Dip, and his mouth does drip.
I do wonder if we will ever get monetized. I mean, I don't really mind if we do or not, but it would be nice to get at least like say, hey, people are watching, you know.
Yeah, hopefully someday, but that probably won't happen for a while.
Right then, Slugma is done. Dip, you go in here, and I get my boy. Come here, my fluffy friend. He's a fluff. He's a fluff. You go there. I'm curious, what ability does our Lydian have? I believe it would have Swarm. Yes. Oh, it has Early Bird. All right. Early Bird is it just half speed. Sleep. Sorry, not speed. It halves it from 1 to 5 turns to 1 to 3 turns, so you're less likely to sleep longer.
Yep. So congratulations, Lydian. You get 50% dreams.
I'm actually curious. What? Let's see. I believe that has that will have Intimidate. Quillfish. Oh yeah, we had Quillfish in the party before, but we mixed things around. Poison Point, Rockhead, Swift Swim, Hustle. Magma Armor is actually really bad in old Slugma. It should, if you want an ability for a Slugma, you have Flame Body, because if someone touches you, then they get burnt. But oh well. I mean, the only thing Magma Armor does is help hatch eggs, because in Generation 3 it has a secondary ability where if you have an egg in your party, it halves the number of steps you need to take to hatch it. Right. Oh, I need to heal up, because everyone had their ass kicked from last time, because that woman fought us even though we already fought her. Oh no.
I wonder if we'll fight her again when we go back.
I mean, it's up to you. Do you want to go to Mount Battle to train up a bit, or do you want to go straight back down to the Under to try and fight that Suicune woman?
Considering how under level we are, that we're about 10 levels under level.
Well, we're not 10. I would say I'd say about 8.
8, but still, we are under level. Oh, I know, was normally just jumping out because normally the boss fight they generally put a level or 2. Unlike Sword, where they put on the fighter one, they put an extra 10 levels on there.
Yeah, let's train out a bit. Let's at least get to everyone to level 40 before we even think about facing what's her name? Venus. Venus, that's her name.
Yeah, that's like I still thought was complete BS on Sword's thing. It's not just the champion's a bit difficult. It's if you actually grind to same level, it's not that difficult. It's just, you have false level difficulty by not just being 1 or 2 levels above you, like most champions, but then the rest of Elite 4, but being 10.
Which champion you talking?
Leo, the sword one.
Oh, Leon.
Yeah, I don't like the arbitrary, because if you grind, he's still piss easy. It's just, but it's with the darkest day, one last fight. It's like, yeah, you got one fight before him, right back on him, and then you got to fight him again.
The one thing about the champion is I don't know what Game Freak and the Pokemon companies hard on is for Charizard. Lance has a Charizard. Leon has a Charizard. Is it red or blue that has a Charizard? Regardless, what the hell?
Red.
What? Yeah, but it's just like, why? Why does everyone have a Charizard?
Because everybody loves the fire dragon.
I don't
The
know.
orange dragon.
I think he's stupid. I think he's completely unnecessary. And everyone's just like, oh, but he was a starter. Yeah, but so was Venusaur and Blastoise, but you never see those two around, do you?
Well, when the Kentos pop up, yeah, you can definitely tell she gets preferential treatment. Gets to be in the game first without DLC. Gets 2 Mega Evolutions.
But they did that. They did that with Mewtwo as well. Even though why would Mewtwo have a Mega Evolution at all? The Mega Evolution is via a gem. If anything, if Mewtwo had a Mega Evolution, shouldn't Mew get a Mega Evolution as well?
Well, he's a fan favorite. Although Mewtwo, like you say, is a cool fan favorite because he's got story, and I like him. He's one of my favorite legendaries because of he's got story as well as he's versatile and because he can learn pretty much almost every move.
Mewtwo can't, but Mew can. Mewtwo actually learns. Mewtwo learns. He loses some of his moveset through the mutation.
Yeah, that's why I said almost. Not he can learn every move. He can learn almost.
Or should I say mutation?
But yeah, he just gets to go, and that allows you to be very versatile, especially since with how high special attack is, there's many sets that go in that don't even use Psychic. Because that way you can hit, way to hit more things around them, because most people try to avoid something that's weak to Psychic, because Mewtwo's out.
Ooh, look at that special attack buff. Plus 4 to special attack, hell yeah. Oh, that reminds me, while we're here, we need to check what the hidden power is. We know it's either water or grass.
So, let's wait for a water type and then use it again.
But Espeon's level 40 now. I want to switch it out now since it's level 40. We don't want to put everyone else in the dust. Let's see, switch out. Broccoli, you're up next. And then after that, it'll be Sir Jelly. If I see a water type, I will switch in our Espeon just to make sure what the hidden power is. Or if it's a fire type, that would work too.
At last, a normal trainer named Mort. Let's face it, most of the names so far have been kind of dumb.
I feel a lot of them are randomly generated until it makes some kind of sound.
Just slam letters around. Does that look roughly like a name? Good enough.
It sounds like someone's been making D&D characters. Because you gotta admit, sometimes you do just do that when you're making D&D characters. It's just like, does that sound like a word? Yeah, it's close enough.
Yeah. I tend to try to use name generators, but a lot of the name generators just come up dumb.
Wait, Dragonborn's especially bad. I even made I made an NPC called Sa Shin just to take the piss out of Dragonborn last names because they are fucking stupid. Everyone just calls him Sa Jin for short. I just imagine that name tag if he's working at like a Burger King or something. It's just like, hello, I am Mr. Sa Shin. Just goes past the name tag.
Yeah. So it was either try and make up random convincing names or go with a theme, like I did for Nippon, and just like, okay, I'm now gonna give, okay, this species names. The names have a theme, which will at least have some consistency, but it also will still be stupid.
Yeah, Volts literally has Fantasy Japan in his world.
Yep.
He's a nerd and he's okay with it.
Yep. All my towns are named after drinks.
Except for one.
Except for one.
Because At one point early on during Volts' campaign, I actually had to help him out because he didn't have very much confidence at the time. And so he asked myself and Grandma Void, as you've seen earlier, he asked me and Void to make a few things for his town to, like, bring it to life. And what I made some side quests, and one of them included this continent he kept talking about, which was basically Fantasy Japan. And I think the side quests actually went over rather well. Even though I made a elf character that everyone, like, I made an NPC that everyone hated. They hated his goddamn guts, especially IceWorrier. He couldn't stand the guy. And I was just like, dude, this guy has done nothing wrong, yet you guys detest him. I don't know why. But it was amazing. It was just amazing. It really was. Also, as a fire type there, let's see. Espion Twinkie, sorry, come out.
Yeah.
And Swablu Shadow Rush to talk about.
That's kind of why I made in that world that it makes sense that name was also the mayor of that was not a native.
Yeah, he was.
That way, the name made sense that it's.
Yeah, because I made the mayor a halfling. He was a rather jittery halfling, and they actually visit that area again. And it turns out the reason he's so jittery is actually because he's not very well. He's got severe mental illness. He actually, in his private time, he actually needs someone to take care of him. And no one knows that until they actually meet him in private, and he's a jittery mess. It's grass. Okay, it's grass then. So that is good against ground, it's good against rock, it's good against
Water.
Yeah, water. So yeah, that's not bad. I mean, a grass type isn't bad at all. That's not bad. It would have been better if it was ice. That would have been amazing if it was ice. Just like, fuck you, dragon.
Don't worry, we can teach we're gonna have a dragon type as well as we can teach Sir Jelly Blizzard.
You sure Blizzard's a good idea for Sir Jelly?
Yeah, he's not the highest attacker, but
he's more of a tank than anything.
Yeah, he is a tank, not an attacker.
I mean, Blizzard isn't a bad thing, but I feel like using his strengths first, getting like Earthquake would be more useful for him.
Oh yeah, I was definitely going to make sure he got Earthquake. Because Earthquake in this gen is broken. In fact, it's a strong move in most gens.
Right, so we now know that Twinkie has a grass hidden power. Good to know. And it's also decently strong. So if we have like a throw up against a Pokemon we can't break through, we could use that. I mean, it's not the most effective. If it was fire or ice, it'd be a lot more useful, but never mind. Because ice would break through the steel type that Twinkie can't break through with its psychic attack. Oh well. Magikarp.
You bought fish in a bat.
Yes.
Well, like we brought a dinosaur and a bird.
And a fluffy bird. I just noticed both of these are kind of the ones I vouched for. Because since I was starting the game, I got to choose the quote-unquote starter, which was Bayleaf, and I chose Swablu as mine. So these two are my babies.
Your baby is angry.
Don't worry, it's going through its difficult level 30 phase.
It's not a phase, Dad.
Tweet, tweet, tweet. It won't be long until it evolves into Altaria. Altaria is a really good dragon type. really is.
Oh, I've always liked Altaria.
It's got really high physical defense for a dragon type. Decently fast, good special attack. I think the weakest part of an Altaria is its physical attack. But which is kind of funny that Winona's Altaria can learn Earthquake, and I believe in Ruby and Sapphire you can't teach Earthquake to Altaria. She had an illegal Altaria.
Well, it wouldn't be the first illegal Pokemon.
I mean, yeah, Lance had a Dragonite with agility. Barrier. Dragonite can't... No, it can learn agility, but it can't learn Barrier. In Generation 1, it cannot learn Barrier at all.
Illegal. Illegal!
He's a hacker. He's a hacker.
Plus, I have to double check, because I know some of the Elite Four have Pokemon that evolved that are underleveled, as some Leaders. I have to remember, is one of his Dragonites underleveled for its evolution?
Well, it evolves at 55.
So probably. Can't confirm, but probably.
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, Blue has a underlevel Eradicate at one point.
Yes, I think it comes in level 16.
Mm-hmm. It also, I can't remember his name. The gym leader of the of the first badge in Gold and Silver. He has an underlevel Pidgeotto as well. I believe it's level 12 when Pidgeotto evolves at Pidgey evolves at 18. Renos. If that was a C, it could be an anagram of Sonic instead of an anagram of Sonor. Come on, Volts, that's lazy. Oh look, it's Wooper, the happy boy, is going to get killed by leaves.
You're gonna kill the happy boy and the choppy boy at the same time.
Speaking of which, did you have? I'm not. This probably comes out in a few weeks, but actually, no, I'm not going to spoil it because a lot of people probably are trying to avoid the spoilers for the new Pokemon game will come out. So I'm not going to say anything because I know a lot of people get mad at that. I'm not going to do that. Unfortunately, spoilers are hard to miss, especially on Twitter.
Yeah. Twitter is pretty much spoiler area.
Well, some people actually try their best to get them to leak, and I'm just like, why? Why you... Especially, like, people working at companies like Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft, they try their best to leak information. It's just like, you are aware you're risking your job doing that, right? Are you that daft?
That is daft. Daft!
Just call.
Oh, the illegal Pokemon evolved by level didn't start until Gen 2. But yeah, Lance did have illegal Dragonites. Yeah. He has Dragonites that can be found at level 40, 47, 49, and 50. So, not only does he have one illegal Dragonite, he has 4 of them.
I'm not surprised. Maybe he went to the Lake of Rage, forced them to evolve with that strange sound. That evolved the Magikarp to a Gyarados.
And then helps you stop it. After he got exploited it.
Yep. I'm sorry, Agnes, I broke your spine.
Yeah, and the last illegal evolved Pokemon is in X and Y. With an illegal Kadabra. That's level 13.
Yes, yeah, I remember facing that Kadabra. That's actually the first roadblock and a Nuzlocke in X and Y.
Yep. Yeah, but after that X and Y, every other Pokemon has been legal in levels. Moves and other stuff.
What about moveset?
Moveset and items, yeah, that's far wider variety. But, yeah. And the biggest rule breaker is Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. Well, actually, it's actually tied with Heart Gold and Soul Silver, because Ruby and Sapphire has more instances of individual Pokemon, but Gold and Silver has more with their own, with just 2 entries. They have 7, most of them being Lance.
Yeah,
He's really bringing it down. But Falcon is the other big cheater with the legal Pidgeot.
I already said that, Pidgeot.
At 7, 9, and 13. Oh yeah, but yeah, so 7 total, and then Ruby's 1, 2, 3, 4.
That was strong. Nice job, Swablu.
Ooh.
Then again, these aren't that strong Pokemon. They're only 19.
And Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum's also got 4 illegal, but they're 2 of the same. And both from the enemies, from the commanders, Mars and Jupiter.
Of course they would cheat. They're part of the bad. They're the bad guys.
Yeah, well, Ruby's is just random cheaters.
Oh, come on. Scratch.
So, there you go. Biggest, well, at least with levels, we have to find out who's biggest for moves. The biggest cheater in all of Pokemon is the champion.
Well, in the
One of
game.
them.
In the game, in anime, it's fucking Ash.
In the anime, yeah, it's definitely fucking Ash, but in the games, yeah, your biggest cheater is the champion. Hard work my ass. No wonder Claire was such a spoiled brat and didn't give it once you won, and essentially, oh, you didn't earn it cheap. And they're ironically, do I have to tell Lance on you? Ah, the even bigger cheat.
It's just like, do I have to tell Lance on the Pokemon Commission?
Yeah.
If there is a thing, I don't know.
Yeah, I've always found her more irritable than... A lot of people get irritated with Whitney's one, although it's even more fan art.
Whitney is just a bitch that's in for the fad.
In for the fad and's a crybaby when she loses, and with her maturity, yeah, you should not be a gym leader. You have the strength, but you don't have the maturity. To be a leader. Well, Claire is straight up... No, you're straight up breaking the rules.
Yeah, it's just like, I beat you. It's just like, no, you didn't. Yes, I did. Give me the badge, bitch.
Yep. Then tries to get Grumpy, well, Elder, to do it, and then once he beats, the Elder just goes, do it, and you can see, yeah, you won legitly. Give him the damn badge. So, yeah. And Claire mostly goes undetected and unnoticed, even though she's far worse in that department. I mean, you could also say the same for what the Tin Tail does, but I'd give her a pass since she was doing a job. She wasn't able to be a gym leader because she was taking care of Ampharos.
Oh, Jasmine. Jasmine's completely fine. It's understandable that she would leave her post to take care of Pokemon. That's fine.
Yeah, say hers is you have a legit reason not to be there. Although for a gym leader, you have the most basic gym, and it's just like, I know technically everything's just like,
it doesn't
spice it up a bit, girl.
The gym doesn't have to be flashy. You shouldn't take marks off for that.
Oh, I'm not taking off too much. It's just because, to be fair, Brock's wasn't that particularly flashy, but that had at least 2 trainers. Well, that one's just walk, fight.
The reason is because the gym trainers are in the lighthouse. The ones like some of them in the lighthouse are actually say they work for Jasmine. You've already fought them. That's why.
Yeah. I could still want to fight some, but would have liked 1 or 2 in the gym just to make it feel more official.
And in fact, in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, you see them back in the gym, and they basically say, "Well done for bringing Jasmine back.
Yeah, I understand it, but still I would have liked at least 1 or 2 in the actual gym itself. Afterwards, just to do it properly.
My Swablu is angry.
But still, I really like Jasmine, and she gets loads of points, and it's just like, yeah, you get pass. You may have not been available at the time, but you had a legitimate reason to be.
And then Silver says, like, I remember what Silver said, like, by saying, like, boo-hoo, like, let them die. It's just like, what the fuck's wrong with you, man?
Yeah. Silver was a dick.
I mean, people say it, but it's not real. It's just like, Pokemon are the equivalent of animals in this world. Are you gonna be that cruel to an animal?
Yeah, it's pretty much equivalent to just saying, just let your dog die. Which is not something you want to do.
You're not something that you want to do. Yes, way to undersell it there.
I am not good at these things, but yeah, it's pretty much just the equivalent of just go and kill the puppy.
Well, eventually Enigma will have a fire puppy that's got bones on its face. When he eventually gets back, if he ever gets back. 35 broccoli. Ooh, look at that HP go up. Plus 4.
Yep. You smacked the goop. And now your broccoli is stronger.
It's a tougher broccoli.
Even though you pretty much poisoned it.
I might need to steam boil this broccoli.
Especially as you body slammed. Yeah, you slam your broccoli and poison them, it's fine.
I'm just checking that. Oh yeah, I need to unlock you, but I'll keep going first. Like, let's get to 20 first, and then we can go back and then purify. Athlete card. I've always liked Beldon. Beldon's a cool Pokemon. Pokemon that look like levitating, but they're not levitating.
Okay. Stop. Good old Geodude. Stop.
She doesn't have a Geodude. She has Beldum and Barbo, which no more other Pokemon. So.
Yeah, I know it's Barbo's out there, but I remember the first instance. It's just like, why are you floating but not floating?
Magnemite does that as well. Magnemite never learns Levitate. It can learn Magnet Rise, which substitutes Levitate, but it's not really the same.
Yeah, and I actually would have liked it because it would have looked cooler if you could see it using its arms to move. That would have been cooler, but just having it touch the ground.
There we go, got
Although
you.
Magnemite, with being a magnet, and I can understand if it did have levitate, that sort of makes sense.
It has sturdy and magnet pull as its abilities. Magnet pull makes sense, but sturdy, I'm not so sure about.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know it doesn't have levitate, but if it did, I would understand why, and it would be logical for you to think it would have levitate.
I mean, Electrode can also learn Magnet Rise as well, which is fun. It's pointless because the best thing to do with an Electrode is, because it's one of the fast Pokemon around, you just give it Thunder Wave. You give it Thunder Wave and Screech. So you weaken the Pokemon, then it'll probably take it'll tank one hit, and if it survives that one hit, blow the fuck up. That said, Electrode and Voltorbe's actually my favorite electric type. I've always liked Voltorbe. Just a round boy that goes boom.
Yeah. Especially back in the earlier generations when boom was actually boom.
Yeah, because it used to half opponents' defenses when it exploded.
Which in my mind was kind of the point. Yeah, it's overpowered, but that's the point. You're literally sacrificing a Pokemon to get the kill. It should be very strong. long as you are taking a risk to take something down for a guaranteed takedown your end.
Mm-hmm. The problem with that is, if you're, it's just a lot of people. If you're a Yu-Gi-Oh player, they'll probably just count that as a win more condition. It's just like, oh, I'm in a good state. Oh, this guy, I have explosion, and he's only got one left. Let's blow up. That way, I know I'll win.
Yeah, even though it doesn't work that way.
It can. Like, if you've got 2 left and he's got 1 left, you win. If you blow up and take him with you.
Blow up and take him with you. In that case, yeah, fair enough. That was strategy. You fell for a trap. Well, you got into a weak condition, or you got into a condition where it could be blown up. Because it is... Yeah, that would be a situational thing. So, yeah, that should be a legitimate strategy, something to watch out for. It'll be annoying when it happens, but it will be valid. Because, let's face it, explosion would still be quite niche.
The only problem with explosion is it doesn't do shit to ghost types, and rock and steel are resistant to it. So yeah. Swablu. Broccoli, you should be able to take these both out at once. I'm sorry, Geodude. You're Geo dead.
Now kill the mouse.
It's a shrew, apparently.
Shrew.
It's just like, is it a mouse or a shrew? Game Freak? Nintendo?
I will make up a mind when Game Freak does.
Yeah. I think I'm going to jump back to the bottom of Mount Battle for one very good reason. Look at the time.
You can say it's time to save.
Yeah, I have to go back to the registration counter. That's fine. Right, next time on Dungeons & D-Pads... Oh, I forgot the Abra appears there. That's kind of cool. Next time on Dungeons & D-Pads, we'll probably do a little bit more training. Maybe. Let's have a look. Let's see. Dunsparce needs to be purified. Twinkie's fine. Yeah, everyone else needs to be at least level 40 before we go any further.
Yeah, I think next episode will also be grinding.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but we've kind of hit a roadblock and we need to level up a little bit. Hope you understand. If you don't understand, then I'm sorry? Question mark? Or maybe I'm not sorry. Yeah, I'm not sorry. We kind of need to do this. So, until then, it's goodbye from me, Player 1.
And me, Player 2.
We'll see you next time, guys. Bye.
Bye.